Hey everyone, this is Nona again from the Alliance Lover. I have another Mannerisms video for you today. We are looking at dramatic classics. Now, real quick, I just want to remind you that if you want to stay up to date on all my videos, make sure you subscribe. And if you are interested in getting a personal consultation with me, you can check that out on thealliancelover.com. So let's get into these dramatic classic mannerisms. What I noticed about them is that they're very typewriter-like. They're rapid, and then they take their time to retract, and then they're rapid, and they retract. It's this staccato with a sort of legato kind of rhythm. It's not the most fluid legato, but it is a bit more continuous than not. They're very concise. They have a calculated range, and within those ranges, their movements are a bit more stiff, more sharp. They're not fluid. They're not round. They're not dreamy. They don't really go inwards and really soften inside themselves like the soft dramatic. They're a bit more sharp. Sometimes you get this feeling like they're in a trance and the words are just coming out and they're kind of like a channel for whatever they're saying. Besides that, their hands are a bit more calculating, definitive, exacting. They do kind of stay a bit more rigid, a bit more tense than the other types, whether that's straight, slightly tilted, a little bit forward. They tend to stay in the same body position for a while. And, this gives them a very sharp, high definition kind of aura or way of communicating, if that makes sense. So let's take a look at a few examples, starting with Zoe, who's a bit more relaxed out of all these types, but they all display the patterns that I mentioned. So Zoe first. There's a lot of dynamism and accenting in the way that they communicate. So this is one of three Olivias. Let's start off with Olivia Wilde. Her pauses are a little bit more subtle, but they are definitely there. It's as if the moderation process of them is very exaggerated, and you see one side that's very intense, and then they moderate it by taking it back. And then in the end, it all calculates to some sort of evenness. Let's look at another Olivia Munn. The rigidity, she stays in one place. It's very concise, calculated. Even when she goes inward, it's not dreamy. It's like she's really weighing what she's saying very logically. They have a more logical, analytical aura, at least to me. It's like they really want to be accurate and they're trying out different formations and they're like, oh yeah, this is really accurate. um, let's look at Diane Kruger. She's very explosive. There's definitely a force behind the way she communicates. A definite accenting. Let's look at Felicia Rashad. She's a bit more smooth, but she still has the same kind of rhythm. And finally, our last Olivia Palermo. You can really appreciate the way she moves her head because she's in profile in this interview. So just take note of the way that her head moves. It's very stop and go, even though she's very graceful and controlled. She still has the same cadence in her body movements. So that's what I have for you today with the dramatic classics. I'd love to hear, are you a dramatic classic? Do you relate to this video? Do you talk this way? These are just patterns that I picked out, I'm not claiming that it's a totally accurate formula, but I do notice this in a lot of dramatic classics. Next up, I'll be doing soft classics, so stay tuned for that, and I'll see you next time. Bye!